Hi! Alright, so today I am reviewing for you the Temptress Tarot, and this is available on Etsy. I cannot think of the creator's name. She's awesome though, just looking at this deck. She also has a second tarot deck as well. But anyway, this is the Temptress Tarot, and I have been working with this not very long, but it is so colorful. Look at the colors, and there are a lot of faces, and it's close up, and it's actually amazing. The few readings I've done, I get a lot of major arcana cards, and last night I did a reading with it, which kind of like inspired me. I'm like, I really need to review this deck. The cards I pulled last night, I was like, oh, whoa, you know, it hit me so hard. So anyway, it didn't come with a booklet, but I got two prints with it, and they are gorgeous prints. It's a lover's card, which is amazing. We'll see this in here, but we'll go through the deck. The cardstock's nice. They're large, like oracle size, but the cardstock's nice and bendy, so they're not too thick, so they're easy to handle considering the size. And the only negative I'm going to say about this is the backings are beautiful. They're gorgeous, but I don't feel like they match the colors of, like, this is, like, I think the artist is from Nevada, maybe Vegas even, and I feel like, wow, this is so colorful and like very Vegas, but the backing is, you know, it doesn't really match. It's beautiful. They're beautiful, and I'm not gonna hate. I'm not hating. I'm just saying, you know, I don't think the backs do the deck justice. There. Okay. Yeah. That's as mean as I'm gonna be. But yeah. And all the suits, on the minor arcana, all the suits have the same clothing pattern, and it is. And the backgrounds and all the four suits are just beautiful. Oh, look at this. The magician is wildin'. I love it. And again, yeah, I've pulled, like, reading with this deck. You know, I didn't know what to expect. I just knew it was beautiful, and, you know, who can say no to a beautiful tarot deck? But I didn't know how much I didn't know how the readings would impact me, but they hit hard, and pulling lots of major arcana, I'm like, what is going on here? It's funny how all the different tarot decks, like the cards that, like, when I'm doing readings for myself, I'm sure other people can attest, you know, it's like the cards that follow you on each deck, it's like each deck has its own, it's trying to convey a message to you. Each one's trying to convey a different message. But you can see, like, even though it's like they're close-ups, and it's definitely like, the focus is on the faces and the expression and the emotions coming from the expressions. It's still quite powerful. The Wild Moon Woman, Elise, her video on this sold me. She enabled me to want this deck. And she talked about in her video how it's very empowering, and I was like, I'm so, like, when I saw that, when she said that, I was like, what does she mean by that? And really it is, it really is a very empowering deck. And like the readings I've done with it, it's more like I kind of needed like a pick-me-up, or just like a motivation, or just to have a reading just saying like, hey, you got this, you're good, don't stress. And it's always just come back, so it's like, I can do this. The Five of Pentacles, I love how she's all bruised up, but she's not, like, she seems like, yeah, I've been through some shit, but I'm not giving up. I did try to use a video, or make a video with my phone so you guys could just see the close-up. I tried, but I have a toddler, and my phone's maxed out on space because of all the videos and photos I have over 3 years with her, which is funny. So I was like, I'll have to do this on my computer. So you can see it's just so beautiful. That's all my decks. I'm like, oh, they're so beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. But I'm like, I have a thing for pretty decks, and her court cards are they're simple but powerful, and I love that. I mean, I have a few decks that are very intricate in the details. You know, like I think like Bonefire has, even though it's close up as well, there's just a lot going on in those cards. And like even Shadowscapes, which is a smaller cardstock, so you have to like really get in there, and there's lots of details. But I love those decks too. but I love how simple it is, but yet it can still get the message across. I'm slowing down here. And nice, but yeah. And this, the cardstock, yeah, the backings or whatever, but very easy to shuffle with, and despite the large size, I like this. I love seeing, I noticed how much I love seeing like how an artist portrays the Eight of Pentacles. It's I love it. I love every interpretation of it. So, Hierophant, mysterious, and this is a sexy deck. When we get to the Lover's card, I just love. And I love the Empress and the Emperor. Here's oh yeah. So gorgeous. It's so, yeah, it's so simple, but it captures everything you need to know. That's all I gotta say about it. That's a badass Queen of Cups, isn't it? I love, like, she's a little feisty. Almost like a Queen of Wands, but she knows things. Ace of Swords. It's like a little symbol. But I guess like all the pentacles have yellow backgrounds, green clothing. It's a king. I like her art style too. It's been a very, I didn't really, I was like, I kind of bought this on a whim. I was like, especially when Elise was talking about, yeah, this is an empowering deck. I'm like, who's like, no, I don't want an empowering deck. Who's like that? But it was, yeah, it's just been very, I wouldn't do, it's not like an all-around deck. Like I wouldn't just, if I need like general questions, I have my Rider-Waite's or type-based decks. I guess all the ones have blue. It's powerful. It is powerful though, isn't it? We have the Queen of Cups when we come to her, if we haven't already. She's different. Temptress. My hand's getting tired. Hold on. So, I don't have her second tarot deck. This is the only one I have, but I'm very impressed. Yeah, I just didn't expect the readings I've done with it so far, which is kind of just unexpected. It was like, oh, you're so pretty. Like, oh, you pack a punch. Look at you. It kind of took me off guard. It's more than meets the eye, in case. I just wasn't entirely sure what to expect, but it is really, it does empower. It just makes you realize like the strength that you have within, and whatever questions you have or guidance you're needing, it will always be reminding you, you can handle this, you can handle this. Even with the Ten of Swords, you can handle this. You can get back up. You can handle it. It's beautiful. I love the swords in this. So, I don't know. Doesn't it look like it looks like the Joker, this knight, and the Queen. Oh, I love the Emperor. The Emperor and the Empress are so beautiful, and I love the purple hair, and they both match. They're both, and they have that little third eye crown sort. And you can see, it's like the Tower normally is like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, everything's going to hell in a handbasket. And it's like the Tower is, on your head, in your mind, on your mind, and you're in control of how you view any tower aspects in your life. I love this star. This background matches, I just now realized, matches the hermit, like her hair. What do you think of that? Gotta speed this up. Oh, the strength card. When I first saw this, I was like, oh, I need to have this deck for this card. It's beautiful. It says everything in just one face. It says everything you would need to know. There's the energy. There is the energy. Handling your inner beast. Same with this devil card. I know when I first saw this, I'm like, that looks like is that her hand? Someone else's hand? Is that, an aspect of herself that she doesn't have control of? That she needs to get some control of? An aspect of herself is holding herself, just choking her or holding her back. And it's beautiful. It's just, I love how vibrant and colorful. I love a colorful deck. Which is why I was like, the backs are a little, they don't, never mind. That's my only thing about it. Otherwise, I love the cardstock. I like how big it is. There's no borders. I mean, how amazing is that? Look at this Queen of Swords. Doesn't this look like? I mean, it's like the court, the sword court is definitely like Joker's family. She looks like a badass. I wouldn't mess with her. The emotion, look at that, the eyes. There's a hermit. I love that. Everything, it's like all in your head. It's all in your head. Everything. The universe is in your head, in your mind. Look at this Empress card. How beautiful is that with her baby? The feels and the hangman. So, I hope you've enjoyed. Yeah, again, this is on Etsy. Yes, I love this deck. I love it more than I thought I was going to love it. And, yeah, it's definitely, if you're a collector, I recommend. And even though I don't pull this up for just any old question, but like as a personal deck, for you when you're needing to ask yourself questions, or or if you're just needing almost like a pick me up, or just a reinforcement, or almost like your own personal coach. It's look how well it shuffles too. I'm like, it's got to shuffle well. I need to be able to meditate shuffle with my tarot decks. So, with that said, my Tarot the She and my Bonefire Tarot, they're finally being broken in. Those were both very hard to shuffle initially, and now they're finally starting to get smooth again, They're finally starting to get smooth to where I love it. I love a good shuffling deck. So, anyway, have a great day.